I think now is the time to strand. So, I've been doing some things. Some of which are not important. He lives, I live. I was really debating whether or not I should do demos today, but there are two bits of that. Firstly, I really probably should have, honestly. But I do have to go to work, and I'm in that energy whenever I'm playing the next Fest demos where it's like, okay, I could continue playing this until 2 in the morning when no one's here. But I have to leave before then. The other bit is that I want to finish Death Stranding at some point, preferably before Death Stranding 2 comes out on PC. That would be just fine, dandy, and swell, wouldn't it? So I have been doing some things. Smart, I mean, I'm not necessarily saying we'll go to Death Stranding 2 right off the cuff. Alright, I'm like 90% sure that OBS is lying about the ad break time frame. Just been baldering my gate on and off all day. Yeah, it's a good one. I'm glad you got Baldur's Gate 3 finally. Eric. Let's see. All of this is for Hartman. So that's actually pretty easy to just go do. Now, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember where we left off, because I have had a couple of days off stream where I did not, or I was playing nothing but Death Stranding, and there were some things I either have learned or rediscovered about this game that are really interesting, but I feel like I vaguely might have just remembered or misremembered. Nope, Twitch just really rolled a pre-roll and then did an initial roll of ads. Cool. Alright, well, hopefully that shuts it up for an hour. They're getting real bold on that one. But yeah, I know that we've been meaning to do a dramatic reading of all of our fucking emails that we've been ignoring in this game. On the flip side, however, firstly, I don't know if my voice can handle that today. Secondly, there's one in particular I want to focus on. Because I either forgot this was a thing, or this was a thing that I never knew. We need to go to the private room and rest, because Sam has been running around for days. So what did I do offline? I went back to the East Coast, which is the tutorial map, and I completely connected everything with zip lines there, because it has its own dedicated balance of chiral network bandwidth. So anything we do over there does not matter for the main map.
Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Oh god, things are being ruined all the time. So there are two things that are new that I either that I discovered over there. So I have a full zipline network in the tutorial zone, which I don't know if it will ever become relevant. The other bit is that when I came back to this map, I started doing like a whole bunch of just like, hey, just complete these deliveries side quests. And there's a really interesting progression thing that, once again, I either forgot about or never actually knew, which is fun. It's never again. Those have been taken from us forever. So, I don't know if y'all remember the first 3 dudes on this map. Will you not let me enter the map here? It will not let me enter the map here. That's fucking wild. Alright, let me get this backpack cover recovered. So I went back and I 5-starred all of the people that I did not 5-star in that zone, which led to a couple more patches that we're never going to wear again because I just am too focused on this current optimization. But yeah, the bit that I forgot about was, if you remember the first 3, like at the terminal, the first 3 dudes on the East Coast, or on the central map that we interacted with, it was the engineer, the craftsman, and the elder. And the elder was all about, you know, seclusionist and yada yada, and all of his deliveries were medicine. So I don't know if it's just a number of hours in game, or if it's a number of, or if it's a certain point of progression in the story. The elder died. So long, Sam. Where are you at, Sam? How you holding up out there? What's on your mind right now, I wonder? Remember when you first paid me a visit? You know, when I was plumb out of meds and knocking on death's door? Well, you may have given me a little extension on the old lifespan, for which I'm grateful, but an extension's all it was. I reckon the bills are about to come due. Today's dose will be my last. I've lived long enough, seen enough, got no real regrets. Just gratitude for you and your kind. You brought me things I needed, hooked me up to the network, helped me feel like I hadn't been left behind, even if I tried my best to make it so. You're fixing to rebuild the country, and countries mean borders, and right here and now, in this world without none of that, I feel connected, and I like it. See you around, Sam. Don't let the bastards grind you down, you hear? Hey, Autumn, how's it going? So yeah, the elder died. So I went and I delivered, like, it was literally 20 boxes of the medication that we gave him, like, 2 of in the first bit. And, instead of his hologram, it was the hologram of a BT. And if we go over there, I'll fucking show y'all, but, like, holy, I completely forgot that was a thing, and or never knew. The only other thing I did was I got the first prepper onto the bit. He is annoying. He is very diminishing returns with his like ratio, and the asks on his quests are very big asks. I may have also done some work to expand the zipline network a little bit, not in the right direction. Which basically is just me trying to connect it back to the old map, or the right side of the map, the eastern side of the map. So the only added things, aside from the fact that I've had to go back and refix the road, that's been done. Almost every section of the road is now back up to like 80-90% or more. Although real actual for realsies problem, I need to go and fix these. Those need to be fixed. Anyway, so there's a couple of key points. One of which is over here. So this zip line that's right next to the weather station now connects to this zip line, which is just barely able. There's another zip line over here somewhere that it connects to, but ultimately this bridges the gap between these. If I'm remembering right, it was somewhere. That's where the cosplayer is. This is where that other zipline is. I don't know if it connects to these two. I think there's one over here. Ish. Somewhere. Bueller. Anyway, so now I could basically get from the weather station over to the 3 or 4 zip lines that I have built up around the cosplayer that goes down to the Timefall farm. And I'm gonna be real. All I need is like maybe 2 or 3 really solid placements, and I can connect to this zip line, which will connect me to the chiral artist. But since those are some of our oldest zip lines, these are also below the 50% mark. We need to do a repair run. That's not going to be right now, though. I guess I missed that one. Never mind. I did redo the entire top, so that was something. That was something. I'll tell you what. But I want to make a little bit of progress today. You know, just enough. Just enough progress. That I can actually kind of scope out how much more I can do. But I'm thinking the next Death Stranding stream we do is going to be catching up on all of the interviews and all of the codec stuff. Oh, the other thing, which I did not engage with, was there's a mission. I have a feeling like the sound reset. One moment, please. Anyway, there's a mission on the East Coast map, the tutorial map, which is from Die Hardman specifically, where you basically have to go and raid this one section past where Jeff Keighley's house is. Not that. I cannot select game settings while on this because they know how loud it is, and they want it to continue to be loud. And you have to go and like raid this place a couple of times in a row, and it turns into like an MGS like stealth mission. And the unlock from that was the ability to change the color of the BB's like chest tank a little bit. And I don't remember doing that in the original. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. There's no way that we're at 30%. That's wild. Okay. So we are going to go... But yeah, Autumn how has the day been on y'all's end? We're gonna go over to Hartman's place. And maybe do a thing. Nice and fresh, and got our backpack covered. Oh, and I have a really roundabout track that brings me to the northmost way station, so we aren't completely SOL. But we are also starting to approach that part of the game where I literally have enough space for 5 more zip lines, and we have to get through the last part of the mountains. So we gotta make that shit count. But yeah, aside from that, did an absolute boatload of missions. Like, too many. A problematic amount. Each new one more frustrating than the last.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Alright. Here we go.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified.
We do also need to increase our levels with the most recent group of people added, but we can do that on the way to progress.
Delivery complete.
Plus, if you're wondering, yes, that was in fact heart medication being delivered from the doctor. Which, if anyone's gonna need it, it's gonna be fucking Heartman. Hey, get a little more wiggle room on the network.
Cargo address to...
Thank you. So you might notice from the pant leg, I've 5-starred a few more places.
Thank you for your continued support. Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
From the engineer, subject, the elder's dead. Okay, let's keep up to date with this one. Hey Sam, the elder passed away. We actually became quite good friends towards the end. After he joined the UCA, we'd talk from time to time. I believe he used to share information using the network, right? That's how you learned how to use his chiral printer, and in return, you agreed to take on his delivery orders? Sounds like you had a nice working relationship. I actually feel like the UCA gave him a new lease on life, so I'm in no mood to criticize it anymore. Who am I to criticize anyway, especially at a time like this? Right now is a time of mourning for both of us. And once we mourned him, it's our job to remember him, to pass his wisdom to the next generations. Past and the future. They need to be connected, right? So, the first prepper was the guy who's further up the mountain. The other one we still technically haven't gotten 1-star with is the veteran porter. So he's not even on the network. I need to find more stuff for him.
Terminal for further information.
Alright, so we gotta repair the chiral relay. Looks like Hartman's got some deliveries for basically fucking everybody. Ooh, collection beach-related art spotted in the ruined city. Oh yeah, there is that spot over there. You know, let's do the chiral relay repair mission. Jesus. Say that 5 times fast. I double dare. Okay. What do I need? I have no guns, so... Anti-BT gun. I've really grown to like the riot shotgun. And a non-lethal assault rifle level 3. And I'm basically good with those. Okay, so what we need to do is put that there. Put those on there. And then just be okay with it. So the other thing, I don't know if I actually have even put on stream, because I am a fool. An absolute maroon. Is that the level 2 like tracking cart, like this fucking thing, this thing can follow me onto the zip lines. Alright, so I think we need to plan out our deal here. So if we get back over to the Evo Devo specialist, biologist, whatever, this is a ghost zone. Ish, right here. Like that's Ghost City. This is a mule zone we did not go through, but we could just make our way through, like following the river, hypothetically. Burned through half my inspiration, but I successfully read the whole Necronomicon. Ooh, fun, good. With your character or with, Yeah, actually, Eric, I'm super curious. What's your, what's your deal with Baldur's Gate? Are you playing an origin character? Do you have your own character? What's your party layout? Who you got with you? Who's your main squeeze?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Are you doing tab, or have you made the mistake of having your first playthrough be Dark Urge? Okay, OC tab, X-Blade Warlock, getting along with Shard, Hysteria, and Karlak. Yeah, that's a good party. That's a good party layout. It's quite a lot of stuff to carry for a Mimic. Well, you know what? Somebody's got to do it. How's it going, Biz? We're stranding our way across America. For the first time, for the second time. Now we're actually going into, like, I don't want to say uncharted territory, but I do not remember much about this part of the game. Nothing is locked with Asterion, knowing can resist or persuasion. Yeah, you know, Warlock's a really good tab. Is it safe to say you're in the middle of nowhere? Kind of. Without really giving any kind of spoilery situations away, we're essentially in the Rockies, making our way to California. But the world has become, like, hyper-condensed and fucked up because of time ghosts. Well, the pretty character instead of a self-insert may post a screenshot. I don't see a difference between the two, Eric. I think your self-insert would be a pretty character. I played a high-charisma monk. So, like, on my first, like, actual playthrough, so you can do whatever you want. But yeah, go for it. Go for it. Screenshots are always appreciated. Let's see. So we got absolutely no idea where we're going. Really. I have extremely little memory of this part of the game. But I do have the correct amount of guns to shoot ghosts. And anybody else who gets in the way. Non-lethally, of course. This is a Hideo Kojima game. Yeah, so Viz, just for, like, context, this is a weird, hyper-condensed iteration of, like, what the Central Coast is supposed to be, but in a world where when you die, a nuke goes off, basically, it kinda... You kinda have to make spatial orientation exceptions. Let's see. I think... Yeah, no, I got 2 pairs of those, so the shoes will last. You know, I probably should have... Do I have any, Okay, I did remember to bring container repair spray. Yeah, my one criticism of Baldur's Gate 3 is, the game kind of begs you to have, at the very least, your first run be a charisma. Like you have to be your party's face. So much of the dialogue relies on your ability to persuade firsthand, or to switch to a party member and then the game pretends that you're playing as that origin character for that, like, 5-second span of time. So there's a little bit of dissonance there. I'm sure, like, if you want to run, like, true to form character barbarian, you could just ignore everything and punch everyone. But the game does... so basically you're traveling 3,000 miles on foot. So, yeah, in Hyper... in the awful future of... game at time of release was 2019? It was either 2017 or 2019. This is 10 years from the original Death Stranding, which I think was like 5-10 years from current day. So in the far-flung future of a reasonable amount of time from now, rain that makes time go by is pelting the world constantly, and there are chiral reflections of the essence of our spirits in a Ha-Ka Egyptian mythology kind of sense. That fucking kill you. And then some people just have like main character syndrome, disease that allows them to not die if they die. Also, every time someone dies, a nuke goes off. It's very Kojima. This sequence of words means something, I assure you. So somewhere in the far-flung future of, like, you know, time rain and time ghosts, there is this weird, like, just pseudo-acceptance of the fact that, yeah, we're gonna go ride shotgun. That, like, space has also kind of been condensed. And this isn't the full continental US. Like, there are some places that are just fucking gone. Uh-oh. Gotta switch over to my non-lethal shells. Hey, buddy. No, you stay down. Alright, time to be less sneaky. Mostly because I have a shotgun. Hey, Beyond, good to see you. How's it going? We're gonna do a little Death Stranding today. Want to make some progress. I want to hit that point where it says like, "Hey, this is the point of no return. Go do all your secondary missions now." That's the goal for tonight. I don't know if we're even remotely near that point, but it is what it is. A lot of offline shenanigans. A lot of offline shenanigans in this game. Alright, yeah, you come to me. I'm carrying too much stuff. These are beanbag rounds, by the way, non-lethal. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. There's still more of you over here. Also, I hear about the BG stuff, but I'll chat more in the Discord. No, it's all good. This is we're just making our way. We're doing what we're gonna do. Yeah, we were also hitting like a vaguely volcanic region from the look of it. So unfortunately, our buddies here are not showing us the same courtesy. They're using lethal rounds. Anything is lethal with enough force applied? Yes, sir. That is true. Okay, this is going to be a little annoying because I am being slowed down by the packages. Where is the Metal Gear? Do you want the literal answer to that question? Because it's in the next game. The figurative answer to that question is we are the Metal Gear. I could be sneaky, but it's much more efficient to just walk around with a shotgun. Oop. Don't fall too far. still one more? There might not be one more. Let's see. You know what, I'm gonna see if they have a couple more of those spare magazine items, because those are universal. I will take this, because that could be useful. I will also take this, which might put the other thing on my bag. Let's... Nope, okay. So that's enough for a fully upgraded, well, not a level 2 zip line, that is. A solid Snake voice. Metal Gear. Yeah. Psycho Mantis. Let's rearrange that. I do my best not to litter in this game. Unfortunately, you know, it is unavoidable at sometimes. Mostly because these wasted items are just going to show up in someone else's game at the end of the session. Okay, so I keep hitting the interactive button as opposed to actually going through. They should stay down for a bit. I think that you can take out like three camps at a time, and they'll stay down until they don't, or until you hit a 4th camp, and then it cycles forward. I don't know what the rate of progression is over here going forward. I don't know what stands in our way, but we're gonna keep on keeping on. So yeah, also from a gameplay perspective, it's like half of this game is just, hey, can you not eat shit? Can you not trip running down this mountain, running down this beautiful landscape? Such a humanitarian and inhuman time, you know, we do what we can. Also, there is like a functional reason as to be non-lethal. I mentioned it earlier. So, we are currently in the setting of Death Stranding undergoing something called a Death Stranding, which is weird, and we're trying to discover what that actually means. But like, time and life and death themselves, like, itself, is in a really strange state where, again, the spiritual and the physical dimensions are reflective, but also do not, they are separate. And this, it's basically, if you think about like the time travel conversation of like, hey, if you go back in time and make contact with yourself, that would cause a paradox, and you may or may not explode. You know, just talk to Marty about it. That literally happens. So if people die, eventually the spiritual energy meets. So the spiritual energy will meet its chiral version of itself, its reflective inverse version of itself. And that is not something that the universe can handle, so it literally sets off an explosion every single time a body is allowed to rot. Unless you are super special. Like one of the primary characters we've dealt with. Now, there is a non-zero chance we are going to get audio flagged, because that is the unfortunate downside of playing this game on stream, is that it's beautiful and amazing soundtrack that literally is the reason the game was made. Because Kojima, like, became a Silent Poets fanboy and went to Sweden or something? Iceland? He went somewhere. This game exists for its soundtrack. Unfortunately, it might get muted. So y'all are here to hear it firsthand. Don't want to set off a bunch of nukes? Yeah, so if I'm remembering correctly, the game does actually reflect that as a mechanic. So if you kill somebody, it sets off an explosion.
Sam, you should be nearing the old building site. The
look for the terminal and submit your materials for processing.
There's also like very on the nose thematics here that are like the end point, the bit they gave up on is a highway in the shape of a cross or like a desiccated building. I don't know what kind of message is being sent there, but it's definitely there's intention. There's intention in this. But we're here to deliver building materials.
Sam, you need to get those materials processed in order to finish the Cairo relay.
If you say so. Okay, so we have a net 1%. It's not too bad. Oh, and that is the completion of episode 8.
Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
Also, all of this is being made possible through some kind of quantum mechanics that are built around the concept of a Death Stranding, and there was a lot of imagery about the concept of, like, the 5 major ages of extinction before the true extinction of the planet, and fucking space and time. It's a whole bit. There's a lot going on here. And some of it was based on, quote, accurate science as of the time of release. Area is now connected to the chiral network. We got that 5G shit, so now we can share constructs.
And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edgenut City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt.
Okay. I believe... Okay, so we just have some updates between a couple of people. I believe we are not currently being forced into the end game. I am pretty sure that we've got time. But we have at least done that mission. Let's upgrade this, because so from a gameplay perspective, when you create a relay point for the chiral network, you are sharing resources across space and time, which takes the form of, the multiplayer aspect of this game, where you see all these green labeled structures and materials that are popping up everywhere. This is stuff that people have either built or dropped, just as a refresher for people joining. It's only possible via the chiral network. And it's the reason that we're expanding across America. However, the chiral 5G is getting to people. Also, I don't think I ever did this on stream. You can use this thing as like a hoverboard. Doesn't have a lot of give going uphill though. Alright, so that is right there. Now, what I would like to do before it tries to force us forward is find at least a semi-functional pathway for we're going down now. Let's hop on there again. I would like to find a semi-functional pathway for... Okay, we don't actually need that. For our zip lines. Because if we can connect A to B, everything else, like from this point onward, is just shit that we would like to have. This is the last of the necessary builds, from my understanding. We're working with what information we have. I could be wrong. I could be intentionally misleading you because of information I'm aware of. I don't think it's that, though, because I'm a forgetful bitch, and it's been like 5 years since the last time I played this game. But yeah, so we're attempting to rescue our childhood compatriot and maybe sister. It's weird. I don't know. They do a really poor job defining what the relationship between those two is. Will not put up with any lies or misinformation. Listen, I'm giving you as accurate information as what the story has presented so far. Okay, so we... Oh, there is a point there. You know, this is a solid enough place for one zipline. We got enough for 10 of them.
Okay.
With the level... We hit level 5 with Heartman. So between that and some of our other recent acquisitions,
Still not done yet.
we got enough space for 10 of these bastards. Which, if we can get this done in 5 or less, I will just be able to connect the right side of this map to the left side of this map. We will have a complete, not just chiral network, but zipline network, and that will be the shit. I'm just gonna go grab that right quick, because that's half of our upgrade materials that we need. So yeah, we're 3D printing from space and time, but we still gotta use like actual solid material for stuff. Because you can only communicate so much past the weird ghost time 5G that is the chiral network. So I feel like we really kind of beelined it here without much stopping us. We're gonna do that real quick. We haven't had time to explore or map out this zone, or search for secrets. And or ghosts. Okay, that is what we need for chemicals for another one of our zip lines, so let's keep that in mind. I feel like top of that mountain's probably a good spot. Probably decent. Give us a little bit of leeway here or there. But yeah, I'm starting to scrape against the roof of some of the new missions that they propose, because a lot of them have premium time frame constraints. This is treacherous as fuck for absolutely no reason. Why am I doing that? Yeah, because like I used to be able to hit like S rank on the premium missions, no problem. But some of the more recent ones they've introduced are like they're accounting for you having not only established a zipline network, but establishing a good zipline network for the sake of time. Let's see, do we have any relative decent signs? I don't know if we do. I don't know what's going on with this over here. Like that's a whole zone. We can come back with a car or something. There's nothing over there. Yeah, we're gonna try to get to the peak right there. Hopefully not too out of the way. Also, I've been sprinting too much. My battery's nearly out. Has anyone built a charging station? No, no one has put anything useful down here. That is concerning. And highly irregular. Alright. But yeah, I went back to the tutorial map, and I'm like, I missed a whole section there. There's a whole new type of gun that is completely worthless now, but would have been really cool to have, like, maybe 80 hours ago. I say 80. I don't think we've actually had that long on stream. Alright. Absolute mountain gunning right here. Sand porter bridges cannot be stopped by gravity or ghosts or the fate of the world itself. Let's see, how far are we? We're approaching 300. So, if I upgrade, if I could get it to the top if we have clearance. And then I can upgrade it to have, because it maxes out at 350 with the upgrade. We should be able to get like a half decent. Oh man, this would have been a really good time to have a ladder. Oh boy. Maybe don't. Maybe don't throw yourself off the mountain, Sam. Just a thought. Just an idea, a proposal, if you would. Alright. We can Skyrim our way up this, no problem. Ignore the stack of bullshit on our back. We will find a way up this mountain. Oh, come on. Now you're gonna be selective with edges. Come on. Jump up. Make the jump, Sam. Son of a bitch. Oh boy, okay. You know what, I'm gonna go down to the terrorist camp, because maybe they've got a ladder. We only need to do this once. Yeah, that's looking mighty treacherous.
Gotta work on.
Really interesting bridge placement there. It's maybe not the best spot. That's like pyroclastic, right? There's no way. Cryptobiotes can live here. At the very least. But yeah, the layout here is inferring there used to be buildings. Or, no, that's just natural formations. Those are buildings over there. Oh, also ads might be starting. Appreciate anybody who sits through that. There are options. You could always have Twitch Turbo, saves you from ads. Basically all the benefits of a sub minus the emotes and any other benefits that might come with being a sub. Alternatively, you could also sub to the channel. It supports me. Gets Twitch off my back a little bit. But ads may or may not be starting. I don't know. OBS tends to lie to me about that timer. Alright, well there's another PCC, which we will need, but... Are we really gonna have to go all the way back for a ladder? Because it appears that these guys have materials and not much else. Okay, yeah, I think now the ad break started. I am just praying that there's a ladder in here. Thank fuck. It's not even supposed to be in here. It was just something somebody dropped. Alright. Okay, so let's... we'll put this guy back down. We'll put the chemicals onto there. Now, we just need some 480 worth of special alloy. Hello? There we go. There we go. So a bunch of chemicals here. But not necessarily special alloys. Got it. And we'll figure it out. Okay, back to the top of Fuck Off Mountain. Which, from this perspective, looks walkable. But probably isn't. Oh, there is a third. Interesting. Let's see what that one's hiding. Alright, looks like we're back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the battery. Like, it's hazy enough that the recharge feature isn't working, so we're just kind of SOL. Hello? That's a pair of chiral boots, and that is a picture of fucking... That is a picture from Twin Peaks of, oh god, I forget the actor's name. No, Ray Wise. That's Ray Wise in Twin Peaks, towards the latter half of the first season. As Leland Palmer. What an appropriate gift. Okay, there's stuff happening over there, but what we want to do is we want to set up at least this, this topmost one. You know, the funny thing is, I could just make a... I can just make a charging station. Like, we don't necessarily have to suffer for nothing. I would like to do it at a place that will benefit us. Yeah, that looks far too walkable for it to be as not walkable as it is. But as we climb the mountain, how's everybody else's day going? Basically, sacrificed most productivity to get some assignments turned in, and oop, let's not have that drag us down. That would be not great. Okay, now I think we have literally one shot at this, so I need to not fuck this up. We don't need a grenade. What we need is... hello? No. What? No. No. Need that to work exactly as it says it's going to. Sick. Amazing.
Let's get this shit up.
And we're golden. See, I told you we only need one ladder. I could feel the doubt. Alright, we need to get to this uppermost point here. Okay. So, I am afraid that, yeah, this is not the right angle. Maybe we can get it with that one. Let's move over here. No, this is not the right angle. That's tragic. Alright. So now we need to just find a connecting point. We still have enough room for 11 of these. Oh boy. Oh, also we have a ghost baby, a bridge baby, a baby that is attached to what is called a still mother. A mother in a coma, which has left the baby in a state trapped between the world of the living and the dead. That's Lou. We have to calm Lou down, or else they could potentially die from stress.
Someone's happy.
So real accurate parent simulator of like, oh no, if my baby cries, they will explode. But Lou is what allows us to see the time ghosts. Which is a real, like, almost insulting understatement of, like, narratively what BTs are, but it's not what they are, you know? Like, they're not that. Could I put that over there and then get both of those? That would be interesting. That would be funny. Alright, so right now... looks like the answer to that is a maybe once we get this upgraded.
Now then.
Construction complete.
So it looks like we only have chemicals. That ain't great. Well, you know what? I think those two have clearance, so I could just use that as a roundabout. So we might literally just find the amount of special alloy we need. Just pets and a boot. I'm gonna be real, I could actually use that other PCC. Which thankfully is not moving along with the river. I forget if there's a point to going over here. Like this zone entirely. Might be nothing. It might just be nothing. Could be something. Oh, I am straight up almost out of juice. Oh no, I'm 60 short. That's not good. Alright, well I didn't need to put those in there because there's special alloys in the 240 range right there. We have a dedicated mission to not eat shit. Oh wait, I can't sprint because it will kill our battery. Which seems like it's about to die anyway. Okay, well, at the very least, we have this be empty. And use it as a skateboard. Okay. That was a rather roundabout way of going about that, but... With this upgraded, we can get to that second spot. Which, we just need to connect, like, what's our next closest option? We can skip right through the entirety of this zone to be right here. And then maybe we can get fancy and get one over here so that we can connect it to the rest of the fucking network. That would be pretty good. These are presumptions.
Structure upgraded.
Alright, just a little bit of pre-prep. Okay. Is that just a sheer drop? Oop. We can mountain goat it. It's a lot simpler mountain goating going down than it is going up. I know that doesn't seem like it would be the case, but here we are.
There we go.
Yeah, it would say so. Huh. The spot is only just barely within a ghost zone. Really? Okay, well, I get what you mean by steep slope, but come on. Can I get a little cheeky about it? Come on. Come on, you're better than that. Alright. Annoyingly, we have to respect the laws of physics this time. Actually, I'll be real. If I can just put it here, I think it's just a matter of clearance at this point. Wow, there's like 0 of this ground that's like buildable. That sucks. Okay, so that will be functional once we get it upgraded to level 2.
Construction complete.
The old volcano observatory. I forget, was this like Ghost Central last time? I feel like it might have been. Devo biologist. Oh yeah, no, we were definitely here before. Oh boy, okay. Well, that was like Looney Tunes. That was fucking Looney Tunes. Holy shit. Don't worry about that. Pay no attention to the physics jumble that just occurred. So yeah, like right there would be probably sufficient. If we get to this, I believe that's the recharging spring.
Construction complete.
I was wondering when the ghosts would catch up to us. Oh my god, the grenade launcher has a hematic format. Slip grenades, a revolver-style grenade launcher loaded with slip grenades, releasing slickening agent on impact to stop enemies in their tracks. Ineffective against BTs, but effective against humans. And there's a trank grenade? Tranquilizer grenades that knock humans unconscious but have no effect on BTs. Revolver-style grenade launcher loaded with explosive grenade, making it lethal to humans, having no effect on BTs. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because we have hematic grenades. I was wondering how the grenade launcher was going to make itself justifiable. And this is how. Alright, come on. I don't necessarily want to get grabbed by the ghoulies, but I would like to at least... Yeah, there we go. Let's see where them ghosts are. Let's see how they respond to a grenade launcher. Wow, I missed horribly. That arc is some bullshit. Hello? I had a confirmation reticle. That's garbage. So yeah, That's a BT. Those are the time ghosts. They're connected to our reality through a fucking ghost umbilical cord. No, that sentence doesn't make any sense even with context. Oh, also because Sam has dooms, which is the, you know, the plot armor disease, his blood is toxic to BTs, so we use it as a weapon. It's kind of horrendous, to be real. We are running on empty for our personal battery, which isn't great.
Fuck that.
So yeah, since the rain actively makes time pass on anything it touches, this also counts for snow, but it's more dangerous because it has a residual effect. Which is why we can't... Oh no, wait, it's cleared up. And you get to see Norman Reedus with his Norman fetus. We're just gonna not question at all why there's electrical arcs running through this water and no one's dead. You are seeing that correctly. That is an arc. Those are arcs. This is charging up our battery as well as restoring our exhaustion.
Feels like I just repatriated.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. If I can get this to connect to that one down there and that one up there, I will just replace that one zipline I have. Except I'm out of PCCs, so let's go get one of those. And then we'll see what we can do about the other shit. So we're here at the Evo Devo Biologist.
Verifying ID.
We're gonna take all of the resources.
All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridget.
Do you have anything for... No. Okay. You know, those are my Chiral boots. I'm taking them. Oh, also we have memory chips. Let's turn those in.
Well, thanks. You did me a real favor there.
The Great Deliverer does it again. Much obliged.
Thank you for your
Okay, so chemicals I don't think we need to worry about, but we should be good on special alloys. Okay. Okay, so
Thank you for your contribution.
once we have a direct line between here and there, there are a couple of things that I would like to do. So functionally, if I can get a midpoint between, like maybe here-ish, I can still connect to this. Maybe this if I'm lucky. If we can connect to that, that's 400 from my current location. Let's head over to that spot. Let's see if that's a viable spot.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I'm feeling nitrous.
Keep on keeping on.
Okay. I did not grab any PCCs. I will do that right quick.
Keep on keeping on.
Also, I think I'm gonna recycle the shoes and then put on the ones that are on my back just to get rid of them.
ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked.
But yeah, so a lot of this game is about resource management. And it's a lot more than you would think, and it's a lot more than you would hope, but at the end of the day, you do what you gotta do. Alright, so I am going to get rid of these boots. Those two things are fine. And we are going to fabricate some equipment. We don't need that money, but you never know. Hydrate, thank you, Autumn, for the reminder. Okay. So,
Thank you for your contribution.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Keep on keeping on.
we are truly fighting nature here. Okay, so tragically, this isn't gonna work. That would have been really nice, actually, if that worked. Let's see, do we have any other alternatives? Like possibly here-ish. God damn it. Sam, I'm gonna need you to clock the fuck in here. So we are 25 meters outside of range. We're only 214 from there, so if we get clearance, we got like 100-meter radius that we can work with here. We just have to get closer. I hate to say it, but I think we might need to keep that one just so that we can put that there-ish. And then we need to put one up there. So I'm glad that we got that extra radius. Yeah, because if this had worked... It's only outside the range. Like, if it was able to handle this spot right here, like if these could connect... Yeah, it's that extra lip right there. And we can't do anything about that because that was tragically, that one's not ours, so we can't readjust it. Okay, because there's... I want to keep it so that we have at least 5 to work with. And then, you know, a little extra wiggle room for other places. Okay. Oh, 5 meters away, come on. I mean, I still need somewhere close enough to that, but shit, man. $3 meters, huh? I can get treacherous with this. Don't try to question my moxie here, game. Game, I feel like you don't have faith in me. That's a totally standable spot. I'm standing in it right now. I will find the magic pixel where that worked. It's exactly 350 away. Exactly 350 away, which means that I can skip that spot to go to the other one.
Nope. Ain't ready.
Construction complete.
Alright, so while that's doing that, I'm gonna see if we can get one up there. Because if I'm correct... Yeah, I don't know if I'd be correct on that. Let's see if we can get to that point. Where's D3 at? Essentially is the top of that mountain. Let's see if we can. Because if we could get a nice little go-between, like if this spot here can connect to this one here, I am sure that these two are within reach of each other. But I don't see why the overlap is there. Oh, no, that's exactly where that is. Okay, so if this one can reach here, we're golden.
Structure upgraded.
All this planning coming to a head. Hello? Thank you. Riveting gameplay, I know. It's hard to keep contained. This is legit the reason why I did most of this shit offline.
Or the worse.
Oh, this is so possible. It's okay, so it's just out of range? It's only out of range. It's only because it's out of range. There we go.
Right.
Although, it might be a waste of resources if this can connect to the one we have over there. Where is the other one?
Come on, hurry up.
If this upgraded can connect to that, I'm going to dismantle the other one because it's a waste. Inventory management is a bit rough. Are you using a mouse and keyboard? Even if you are, the answer to that particular criticism is yeah. Yeah, it's not great. It's really bad for console because you don't have a cursor with the controller. I mean, you have a cursor, just not a good one. I might have been a little bit overzealous with putting that down first. I didn't think this would hit all 5. That's the surprise for me. Okay. Is this the magic bullet? Obviously connects to that. It will also connect to that. That's what we built it for. No, it's 4. Okay, so we do need that one. That's fine, I guess. You know, I'm gonna say something real quick. If we, and again, I'm sorry for all this like hyper circulating. Let me head over to that one and let's see if those two connect. Because if those two don't connect, I'm going to cry. I think there's a little bit of mountain between those two. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that would be so lame if that's the case. Oh, it's just barely. Damn. Double damn. Neither of these are ours. Okay. Oh, that was so close to being convenient. Just give me an auto sort or auto stack button that isn't hidden behind a drop down menu. So the pro tip there is to just grab a container, like a backpack or a pouch, and use that as a category system. Like, if you got a bunch of books you want to pick up and carry around with you for some goddamn reason, you can put all those into a pouch, and that can be your book pouch. What about you? You were... okay. Where does this one go? What is that to? I feel like there's something over here. How much network do we have? We have like 2,000 available. Fuck. 2,500 available. Alright, let's focus on the progression thing, because that's... triggers the mental illness and not knowing what's stacked in there. Yeah, there's a lot of half solutions for BG3. In fact, I think there is like a dedicated mod that is just inventory support. Yeah. Oh, also, for those who may not be so inclined, I am annoyed by the fact that I have to make my own zip lines, because that 5G internet for ghosts that we're distributing, the only structures that count against our maximum are our own. So this might be a smidge extra. Still outside of range. I'm not even within range from over there, man. Also, I realize I'm like halfway to the paleontologist at this point. Vicinity within the distribution center north of... interesting. We're getting really sloppy with these. We're getting real sloppy. Alright, we're gonna steal the paleontologist's resources. And then once we finish upgrading the zipline, we will go and put in our last 2 ziplines.
Construction complete.
Oh, also, ads may be starting in the next 15 seconds. Twitch Turbo, moving to Iceland, picking a god and pray, all of these are options as to how to avoid ads. Also, you get sub to the channel. That is always an option. You get a couple of emotes for that. That's always fun. Ad blocker? Yeah, Twitch gets a little iffy about that. Because we have to exist in this gray area where we don't acknowledge that exists. Also, like, if you're using anything but Chrome, there are options. But, you know, it is also a way to support your favorite streamers. Oh. All that. It is insane to me that, just living in Iceland is enough to not get ads. Because they just have fewer advertisers that, like, demark that as their range of places they give a shit about. It's kind of wild. So we have gotten a smidgen scattershot. Smidgen scattershot. VPN, that's what it's... I mean, you know, there's options. I legitimately don't know how many of those I'm supposed to or not supposed to fucking acknowledge. It's fine. We've gotten a little scattershot with the last couple of those things. So, with what we have to put down, so we've got just enough to do 4 more. We have enough for 4 more of these things. Ooh, excuse me. Ugh. My lack of dinner is disagreeing with me. That's kind of gross. I apologize for that. So, we need 1. Thinking probably 2. I'm going to also say 3. Okay, I'm getting rid of everything on the map, and then I'm going to remark those zones. Okay, we need... It would also be helpful if we had something over here, but that's a wish list. That's totally unnecessary. If we can get a high point... The problem is that we don't... We're probably going to need one, like, right here. And then if we're lucky... If we're extra lucky, we might be able to get one, like, here-ish, that's able to reach, either this or, that's too far. Maybe here-ish? Maybe here-ish? I feel like that's too far. We'll find out. Looks like, ads are ending in 5 or so. Yeah, so the only issue is that I never got a connecting line over to Lake Knot, so there's a couple of these that are just kind of fucked. There is assuredly a way.
ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear.
Well, keeping
Sand
up.
Porter Bridges.
So that needs to go to the weather station. That needs to go... There's so many... I swear to God, every one of these guys on this side of the mountain have some ancillary bullshit to send to the filmmaker. The filmmaker who cannot make films because he can't leave his house. Some bullshit is what I would call that. There. Alright, we might just be getting there. We might just be getting there, y'all. Mandatory progress.
Keep on keeping up. Keep on keeping up.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
It's tragic because this leads to nowhere. Like this one's mandatory because that gets us around this mountain to get us here. But that second one doesn't do shit. It's not great. It's not great. Yeah, that thing's rickety.
Structure upgraded.
Wait just a goddamn minute now. Here's what I might know, though. I might know that we just upgraded that thing. Without thinking about it. Yeah, because that one's necessary due to a height elevation difference. However, if we put that, like, right there instead, we could probably just skip the mountain. Which, you know, sucks, because we put in a whole bunch of effort to actually get that thing up there, but, like, less is more. We've been joined by Jack the dog. He may or may not have something to say. I know, this whole thing is fucked. Okay, obstacle detected in the path. Alright. I'm gonna question that less. I'm gonna not make a big deal. Hello?
Let's get a move on. Let's get a move on.
That ledge looks way too climbable. Might be something over there.
Structure upgraded.
Okay. So. People dropping grenade launchers over here. I wonder if that is the strat. Oh hey look, that one home base they said they were going to build is here. That's concerning. Now there's a charging station over here. What the hell? But because there's a house here. There's nothing in the shared garage? Damn. That is crazy. tragic. What do we need for a reverse strike? We need 220 metal, 160 of those. So share locker. Put everything on the ground. Then we recycle it. Maybe that'll work. But will it be enough? This is a question. Let me grab some real quick.
Continued support.
Alright, so we need another 150 or so metal. Alright. There's at least one of those around.
Thank you for your contribution.
I wonder if there's anything here. What's your value for... Oh, that's all special outline? That's crazy. Oh, that's nothing. Damn. Thought for a second there. Mm, 200. It's 150 more than what we have.
Thank you for your contribution.
Let's look around again. Oh, there's a climbing anchor. That's 5 of the metal that we need. Alright, so there may or may not be ghosts over here.
The only way west is through that.
Your PCC is capable. I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything that will get you across.
There must be a way. We can't give up. Not with what's at stake. We'll see if we can't think of something here. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
So I know how to get over there. The thing is, I don't want to. Not yet. Okay, that's metal, probably.
Let's get a move on.
Oh wait, another 100 metal. Oh wait, no, that's the 100 metal that we need. Damn it. Shit. Son of a bitch. Okay, I think that's enough for us to make a car.
Thank you for your contribution.
It was the summer she had to go. I don't ever wanna be alone.
Okay, so I think I've heard the start of that song more than enough. Got a little bit easier to go and do a little bit of recon. But as of right now, we're fucking golden, with the exception of we still technically don't have the veteran porter on the network, which is a problem. We do also still need to 5-star the paleontologist. The geologist is almost there, and the evideva biologist is not anywhere near there. So I kind of want to do a couple of the missions that we haven't done for them yet. Because I would like those 3 things to be taken care of while we can. The other 2 take fucking forever. I'm not gonna bother with that. I do want the network to be complete though. It was a rough and rocky beach. Aside from running in every rock you possibly can, someone put a zip line here, which means that there's got to be some level of importance. There's got to be something over here, right? And I want to know what the fuck that is.
Sam, it might be worth looking through your mail in case there's anything we've missed. A piece of local knowledge, perhaps. The folks who live out that way might have noticed something.
Looks like we have to... Oh, they sent us the answer. Well, that's lame. Evo Devo biologists at the rescue. Summoning objects from the other side through the tar. I've been analyzing the tar samples you've collected for me, and I've got to say, its properties are wholly unlike those of the more common tar we've observed on this planet in the past. The same can be said for the tar taken from the strata in which the ammonite with the umbilical cord was found. No deposits have been discovered save for those accompanying massive fossil beaches. It's as if the literal stuff of it's the literal stuff of extinction. Even more strangely, it seems the objects submerged in concentrations of this tar are partially, if not entirely, transported elsewhere, most likely to the beach, I suspect. Therefore, by chucking that nuke into the crater lake, you may have sent it to the other side itself. Luckily, it blew up. Assuming it's a two-way street, that also means the matter sent to that world could theoretically return through the tar once more. This could explain how some of the more fantastic stories I've heard of buildings swallowed whole by the tar only to miraculously rise from its depths at a later date, looking exactly like they did when they were lost. Which has interesting implications, don't you think? If the tar is a gateway to the past it has consumed, then maybe it can be manipulated into regurgitating its old meals. Also, the paleontologist wants us to go look at a cube. Also, we got a trophy for reading 100 mails like that. That's the one that did it. Climb the mountain north of the shelter, find the old ruin there. It's a heart shape. South of the heart-shaped lake, the cube is somewhere nearby. Okay, so now that the game gave us the answer, which I'm gonna be real, I'm kind of annoyed that they did, because I had to figure that out myself last time. I don't know if that's an update, like Kojima finally like Kojima Productions decided, oh, maybe that's too big an ask. Kind of just want to see what's going on over here, because is there anything? Yeah, I know, it feels like I'm hitting every rock on the way. It is kind of crazy. Thinking that this much of the map is dedicated to literally nothing if there's nothing out here. Yeah, there ain't shit over here.
Okay, there you go, Speed Demon.
there's some, oh, we're here. It's just a really long and roundabout way of doing that. That's something.
I wonder if anyone's watching.
Me too, Sam. Chat, let Sam know that you're watching. Just spam whatever you want in the chat. There we go. Alright, so that's 70. Now, if I'm remembering right, you son of a bitch. Okay. Let's go over there. Okay, so he wants us to go, what was it, south of, he wants us to go here. The weighted companion cube that the paleontologist wants from us is going to be in there somewhere. And I'll be real, I'm hankering for a fight with some ghosts. I'm just down for it. Fuck it. Yeah. I didn't really need to upgrade that one, I just needed to get rid of this stuff to upgrade it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
You need one to the geologist. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to our private locker. I'm putting away this. Oh, that's the second one we have in there. Interesting. Don't have a terrible lot on me. Yeah. Looks like we're about as optimized as we can be.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons restrictions lifted.
See that red line? That is the last zone that we don't have on our map. Not a fan. We're gonna correct that, and then maybe we'll go to endgame. Fuck it. Or not endgame, but we'll go to like the end of this arc. To be real, like I hesitate to do that because there are some Kojima-esque length cutscenes ahead. trying to go there-ish, right? Yeah, so this spot's in the middle of a big old ghost zone. And I'll be real, I'm feeling kind of froggy, so I'm gonna try to get rid of this weather. Let's start a fight. Come on, come get me. I'm not even gonna run from you. Now I did drop an anti-BT handgun. Oh, we're back to the old level. Okay, that's... Oh, wait, no, that's not the old one. Well, it's an old one. But I have a grenade launcher. So you notice how these buildings keep coming out of the tar? Yeah, I figured that one out myself. Oh, this is like an amalgam. Look, it's got full-on human hands. And like a dorsal fin. Buddy. Ow, bastard. Fuck you, Ghost Cthulhu. Come on. There you go. Yeah, that is definitely not the original dolphin-sized one. Problem seems to be that he doesn't have any weak zones to target. Assault rifle it is.
Some sort of platform, it'd be a different story. Say, that sounds familiar. You remember doing something like that before? I could swear you did.
It's like almost insulting. The way that Diardman's like, oh hey, you know that answer to the question that you thought you had for like the entire time? Like the entire time you knew? I guess that's the answer to the question, huh? Okay, so that's where my spare magazine went, which means I Really, yeah, okay. I'm gonna... Because this gun's still mostly okay. Grab that for the paleontologist. Let's see, is there anything else over here that I need to get? Because the waiting companion cube's over there, and my veteran porter lost package is also there. Gotta grab that. So yeah, fucking Cthulhu Jackass Mark II. Now with extra tentacles. Why yes, that is in fact the weighted companion cube from Portal. Playing the Steam version of the game. Also, fighting the ghost stresses the baby out. So we definitely have to ignore everything we were told in the parenting handbook and shake the baby to make it cry less. Okay. There we go. Weighted companion cube acquired. Found out you can have a shovel as permanent familiar. Love it. Yes, yes. If you, instead of using shovel's scroll as a one-time use item, you get your party wizard to. Well, there's a couple ways to do it. If you're playing a wizard or you have a wizard in the party, they can then inscribe the scroll to summon shovel, and then they learn specifically find familiar :shovel. The ritual spells warlock. Oh yes, yeah. I keep forgetting that warlocks have a lot of fun. Like, Arcana is not just an intelligence thing. I can use my special version of Arcana because I'm a warlock style stuff. There aren't a terrible lot of opportunities for that, but when they do pop up, they're fun.
Keep on scanning. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Good. You are incredible, Sam. A real trooper. Thank you for everything.
Hey, Adam, how's it going? So we have, you just missed a big fight with a big, horrible squid thing. Yeah, we're level 350. We only have so much further to go.
Here, this is for you.
Amazing. Sam's like, what the actual fuck is this thing? The head crab cap.
I'll be sure to call on you again.
So there have been a couple of reward items for finding the way to companion cubes in the
New order
unmarked
available.
quests.
Please out. Was delivered.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna need everybody to wear head cap. There you go. A cap that takes the shape of an unknown creature, one that doesn't seem to be of this world. While the cap is equipped, the wearer's blood will be drained in order to restore their depleted stamina. This will not happen when the hood is up. The wearer is anemic, or when the wearer has plenty of stamina. Because this creature evolved according to the rules of a different world, its color scheme cannot be customized. Rest assured, the cap is not poisonous. There is no danger of the creature taking control of the wearer's body. That's amazing. That is fantastic. What a wonderful item to actually have an effect. Alright, so I have 2 lost things for the veteran porter. Let's go deliver them. Oh, but let me grab... Oh, I should recycle some of that. Alright. Yeah, grenade launch is basically out. Okay, we can recycle all that and reprint it. Since I'm in and out when you play this, the game feels like I had my own plot for this game in my head. Well, go ahead and posit your own theories, because we have, I think we're, next Death Stranding stream, we're going to do a little bit of a lore catch-up with some of the mail we haven't read. Let's make some of those. We have that. One of those, one of those.
Thank you for your contribution.
Also, there's no way it's been an hour already. What the hell? Why? Incoming ad break.
Your day will come. I know.
Keep on keeping
Weapons
on.
restrictions lifted.
So this little run we're about to do is actually a really good use of the skateboard effect that we have on our floating carrier. put this thing down. Attach it. Because it's empty, we could ride it. And, whoop. Okay. Did not want to run into that rock, but we can definitely build up ludicrous speed. This is like the exact reason that this, I think this is like the slope for it too. Like this is the run. This is where you go to use this thing like this.
Sam, I've got it. Back in Fortnite City when you fought that BT, remember what happened? If you lure a BT out there and use it to raise up buildings from within the tar, you could create a path for yourself across the belt.
I'm going the wrong way, dude.
Dangerous hell. What other choice do we have?
Die Hardman, I know what the plan is. Please do not patronize me. So that's the reason you don't want to do that. A helpful hint, perhaps you can use the BET to uncover hidden terrain. Yes, I know. I know a game. I knew before. And even if I didn't play the game, I would have figured it out. Because I figured it out on my own the first time.
Someone's happy.
Okay. Annoyingly, we went the wrong way, so we have to kind of go back up the mountain a little bit. That's on me. Also, there may or may not be ghosts around here. I can't tell. Okay, so we got about 2 hours before I have to record. I think we should be able to do the next section. I think. I don't know. I don't wanna be overzealous. Come on. All I gotta do is get to the top of this little hill over here, and then I'll jump back on this thing and try my best not to kill myself.
Okay.
Nope, nope, bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Fuck yeah. Dench attack, who? No, all about Death Stranding, son. Never mind, I lied. No, no, no. You piece of shit. Tony Hawk's Death Stranding 4. I mean, if you told me that Tony Hawk was in Death Stranding 2, I would believe you. Because it seems like something I would... Jesus Christ, can I stop dying for a minute? Okay, we need to unstartle the baby. Okay. No more skateboarding down the mountain. It has resulted in physical damage appearing on Sam's character model.
Beginning scan.
Also, I think the mail that we're about to deliver here is completely fucked, so we're not going to get the likes we need to get him a 1-star.
All weapons will be locked.
Oh yeah, they dropped like 30%, that sucks.
Still living the life, Sam? Thank you so much.
45%. Okay, well we got the 1-star. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, you're trying to get everyone on that network of yours. I can see the value in it, I can. But I'm still not ready to commit to anything major. So no, I'm not gonna join the UCA. But if that's not a requirement, then hook me up.
I believe that is the last section. Wait a minute.
So I'm online now.
Is that Sam Lake?
It's been a long time since I first heard the
I mean, it's
pitch,
definitely
so I
not the
can't
voice
say I
actor,
remember
but
exactly
fucking...
how my life's
Is
supposed
that
to
base model
change.
supposed to be Sam Lake?
Anyway, I'll take a look and think about what the UCA has to offer. Take care, Sam. I've got high hopes for you.
I would completely believe it if that were the case.
Good work.
Sam Lake, you fucking hack. Love you. Alright, so he's on the network, and that's all that matters. Like, I'd like to get to 5-star with everybody, but at the same time, good. But at the same time, I couldn't give a fuck less. You can just deliver that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, like. Pretty sure, like 87% sure. Aren't we glad we didn't break that shit? Okay. Now that we're on network, there's going to be a couple of things out here. My worry is that they will all be useless.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Because it appears that they might be. Do I not have a PCC2?
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Son of a bitch.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Nope, okay. And I can't fabricate because he's not on the. He's not actually part of the UCA yet. God damn it! All right. Hey, Kai, how's it going? Although maybe that one that's down there will be fine. We gotta head over there anyway. Do that one. Not much to streaming. How you? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. You're streaming. Are you crocheting today? Already done that one. That one's a bit out of the way, but I guess we could. Just so we get all of his orders out. so it'll be a little bit roundabout, but we're gonna head back to the Evo Devo specialist.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
When you take over some message, just yeah, I want to do homework. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Game, you don't need to bug me with the helpful hints. I get it. I know what to do. I'm just taking a very roundabout way to get there. Who am I going to again? It's just those three up top and the weather station. Right. This is what the game is now. Our feet refuse to touch the floor unless it is necessary. Which very well might be, I don't know. That's the whole thing. Saw what happened unless you tried to skate down. Hey, listen, if you were on a hoverboard and you threw yourself down like the southern half of the Rocky Mountain range, you wouldn't have had a great time either. That's all I'm saying.
appreciate you going out of your way for us, Sam. But seriously, what's your secret? And don't tell me it's tender love and care. I mean, there's not even one single scratch. That's incredible.
I ziplined here from half the country away.
Here, I got you some. Here's to you, Sam. Don't ever give up. Good work. New order.
It is truly a dreaded sound to hear new order available, but I think it just means that there's one I haven't completed yet. No, that's new. No, that's fucking new. Shit. Alright, well, I don't think you guys have seen the first prepper on stream, so here's a chance. Because he is Sam Death Stranding. He is Sam Porter Bridges.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated.
A man whose existence is defined by his job title. Medical supplies for treating infectious diseases. What do you got going on, First Porter? I'll tell you what I got going on. Sciatica. Received message from veteran Porter. I've reached my limit. Well, shit. Because he is Sam Death McStranding. Like, I thought that the regular zipline fucking audio was loud, but then you get the level 2, like, doily thing. Also, scoliosis, probably. Nah, man, he can avoid that shit with his, like, level 4 dooms, whatever the fuck he has. No, that one leads nowhere, I forgot. I need to set up a thing in front of the first prepper's house so I can use that errant zipline that some rando set up. Still don't have like a foolproof way to get over on the other side of this mountain. I really need to not trip with the current loadout that I have. It's like the game knew what I was going to do. And that I wouldn't have the ability to make a PCC level 2 because the first prepper is still not technically part of the UCA. There's a hole right there in the map. It doesn't appear to be, but yeah, the problem is that you can gain like infinite momentum trying to get from one rock to another at that one spot. So you can easily fling yourself off the mountain. I don't know who could have guessed that. I don't know how they got that information, but definitely would be awful if that happened. Alright, let me get into your fucking house so I can get my good time. Which, phrasing alone, not great. I am on a timed mission. I had to deliver his medical supplies. He might be dying.
Thanks for coming, Sam. Par for the course for a pro, I guess.
I am pretty sure that that's Sojiro's voice actor. Does not fit the goddamn face model at all. Even a little bit. Are you kidding me? Okay, so this is what I'm saying. When we're approaching like endgame level bullshit. I got here in 3 minutes. The only way to do that is with a correctly set up zipline network. I still only got A rank. It's fucking bullshit.
Fine. Guess I've seen enough to take the plunge. You're not all talk, that's for sure. So, fuck it, let's do this. Make me part of the UCA.
This might be the last time we... Or wait, no, we still have to do it for the first prepper. Or the veteran porter, sorry. He is the first prepper. We're doing some stuff with quantum physics here. I couldn't tell you what. I barely did well enough to get through Trig. So legitimately, this is Sam's path across America. We have gone from the East Coast to we're in like the weird elbow of Texas right now.
This is only the beginning, you know. We better get it right this time, Sam. Got something I thought you could use. Take it if you want. Leave it if you don't.
It's a little energy can charm. I think that used to be a Monster Energy.
Thank you, Sam. Let's do this again, huh?
Okay.
Good work. New order.
New order available are words that I don't like hearing anymore. Not from this game. No. I gotta do that when I don't have 10,000 pounds of bullshit on me. Okay.
Keep on doing what you do, Sam.
Keep on keeping on. Insufficient ground contact. Get out of here. You get straight on out of here.
Sam, if you think a prepper that you built on their property, you're sorely mistaken. The sensor ring marks their claim, so pick a spot outside of it.
I would like 2 points of contact here. We are officially too far outside of the window for this to be worthwhile. Now what I'm trying to think is maybe, possibly, this is technically outside. Not on your property, you fucking jackass. Still outside the permitted area. I get it, I understand. I know why. I get it.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
I may have to destroy this, because this seems to be the, yeah.
Weapons will begin scanning.
Man, his claim is bullshit. You get like 0 fucking leeway.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
However, I do kind of need it.
Porter Bridges. Weapons
Hey,
restrictions.
you don't have to tell me twice. Yep. You know. Oh, it's only out of range. Okay, I can correct that like now.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Weapons detected. All weapons.
I've only got room on the network for like 3 more things. This is a problem. Man, Sam's gonna be miserable trying to move this shit. And yet I've leveled up his strength to totally be able to handle that shit. There you go. Okay, I just need to not throw these down the mountain. There we are. And one totally legitimate zipline placement. There.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
That's a big old bridge.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Really,
Weapons restrictions lifted.
really kind of pushing it. Alright, there we go. Pretty sure that's a build house. That's the roboticist. Need to get the geologist, so I'm gonna assume it's the So we are gonna head back here, but yeah, you know what? Or maybe not. I don't know. No, this takes energy, so let's head back to Hartman's lab last. Slide, that would be scary if I wasn't fucking 40 feet above it.
Bridges, good to see you. The cargo's in excellent condition. Thank you very much.
Is that enough? Motherfucker. You were the closest one. None of these are gonna be
Tell me,
enough.
do you have any...
That will be useful for later, but not right now.
I'd best get back to work. Good work.
I could just bring those. I could potentially double up on that, but I'm not going to.
Order assigned.
One keeping.
Count on you, Sam.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh fuck. Shit. Wow. Yeah, wasn't paying attention there. That sucked. Get your shit together, Sam. Come on. Hopefully that's like a 1 or 2 point deduction. Probably gonna be more than that. Okay, so I'm looking at the time, and I'm thinking what we can do is we can do a little bit of busy work cleanup, and then get ourselves prepared for, like, the start of next stream is going to be, like, entry to the second half of the game. From a narrative standpoint, because I'm going to be real, I do not know how many Kojima-sized cutscenes are between the start of that mission and the end of it.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Still alive and kicking, I see. Cargo's in spectacular condition. No surprise there. Thank you kindly. Here, this is for you. I hope you like
These are not particularly helpful to me right now. Perhaps later.
I'll be sure to call on you again.
Good work.
We could just run back up to the geologist and get that 5-star. That is totally hypothetically a possibility.
Order assigned.
I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I have once again fucked that up. Need to not blink for longer than necessary. Oh, I fell off the goddamn bridge. Huh. The system's not perfect. It's not perfect. Especially if I fall off a bridge. That seems to be a pretty consistent thing. Much more consistent than I would have thought. Okay, I didn't leave anything over there, thankfully. Alright, fingers crossed this shit isn't broken, and that we get the 5-star.
Verifying ID.
Keep on keeping on.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo ready.
Sam, I'm glad.
Alright, good enough. And that's 5 stars. Okay, good.
Tell me, do you have any use for this?
So I think I'm missing 5 of them in total.
I'd best get back to work. Good luck out there, Sam.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for
I hate new order available. New order available is not what I want to hear ever. Samples from warm environments. No, because that one requires the leg warmers to be on.
order assigned. Keeping.
Thank you, Sam.
Weapons restrictions lifted. How many landslides can occur in this exact area per day? That's a good question. I picked the wrong one. Fantastic. Verifying ID. Restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh god, okay. You know what? We're going this way. too many options. Keep picking the wrong ones. Sam looks frozen to death.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh boy, took too many falls. An average of 12, oh no, that's only A rank, shit. Alright, well, we'll have to redo that one.
Well, research calls.
Good work. New order available.
$840 kills, that's a truckload, jeez. Okay. So we're gonna go back to Mountain Knot City. We're gonna deliver every delivery in our current set. And then, yeah, we'll call it a night there, and then when we head back in, for next stream, we will, or next Stranding stream, we will do what is, on a chronological scale, technically not the halfway point in the game, but it is also the 3/4 mark of the game. It's weird. Oh, I had to get so precarious at this placement. So we gotta go Hartman, Roboticist, or depending on what our options are here. No, Hartman is closer. There's only 2 jumps. So whenever it comes to transporting the toxic chemicals, it becomes really, really, really concerning because they have next to no package protection, and they can leak. Okay, yeah, they're already at risk of emitting toxic chemicals. So when we land, we gotta immediately spray them.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Good morning, Sam. Delivery complete.
Okay, tolerable. Tolerable. Well, perfect, but, you know, tolerable. So we don't really get to interact with Hartman much with deliveries because he's always under at the time we show up, which one would think would seem coincidental. But it might not be. 216 kilograms, that's a lot. What else do we need? Beach-related art spotted in the ruined city. We were just there. Fuck, for the first prepper. Yeah, he's only 2 more jumps from the roboticist. We can do that now. That's a lot easier. Uh-oh. I believe that is the actual cap. Hydrate, thank you, thank you. I should have been doing that slightly earlier. Maybe should have taken a hint when I fucking just walked right off of that bridge. Not even intentionally. Okay. So we gotta get there.
Have a pleasant journey.
We have 2 to give to the roboticist. We have this new thing to give to the first prepper, and then the toxic gas, which there's been quite a bit of recently, I've noticed, in terms of what I'm delivering. I don't know what they're doing with all of it. Try to come in every hour for it. I mean, I appreciate it. Because roboticist is just on the other side of this hill, and then first prepper is only 3 jumps from her. Just making sure we're not carrying anything. That's all whiskey. That's all for her. That's also for her. Okay, some of those are also for her, so it's... okay, we might be able to take on another... Inhabitants, roboticist child. I'm always worried that the carrier is gonna fucking Squish me like a pancake or something. Squish me like an ant. Big package.
Just the man I've been waiting to see. And
Yes, absolute perfect character.
you're the best, Sam. I owe you. Come back anytime.
Good work.
By which I mean, First prepper, huh? More toxic chemicals, huh? What are y'all doing with all these toxic chemicals? That's what I want to know. Is it just y'all trying to kill Sam?
Order assigned.
The guy who literally makes it so you have everything that you have? I think that's not particularly nice. Maybe 4 jumps in total. It's just a whiskey. All of this is going to Mount Knot. Okay, you're back. That was a bit of a break there, Brisky. How's it going? How goes the Stranding of Death? So we, to the extent of what is functionally useful, we have completed the zipline network. I have exactly. I'd have to double check, but I think the only people I haven't 5-starred right now are the Evo Devo biologist, the paleontologist, because I just got the geologist on me. Now you can move freely. You would think, you would certainly think, but we're not completely there. Okay, so like the only thing that, aside from like repairs that I have to do, I didn't show this route on stream, but we have somewhere that takes us over to the distribution center north of Mount Knot. This point also connects to a point over here, so we can get to the Novelist's Son. From Mount Knot, we have a trail that leads to the Photographer, which also, like one of the spots there leads to the Doctor. We have a direct line to Hartman. We have a direct line to the Evo Devo biologist. This is now a complete triangle. I can move between these 3 pretty freely. I have a really convoluted line that gets us down here. This thing is completely unnecessary, but I built it so it doesn't... I'm not getting rid of it unless I have to. And we're now at this point. We are now at the point where we go and we fight to find Amelie. But where is Solid Snake? In 2. Also, maybe right here. You're actually just in time. Sojiro's voice actor is the one who voices this guy. This is the first prepper. I don't think this is. I think it's his first bit on stream today. But guy who actually looks like Solid Snake is in Death Stranding 2.
nervous, I can tell.
I swear, like, 3 of the 4 orders we've gotten directly for this guy, and not just, like, found shit, have been booze. And I get it, but also... I mean, I get it. Man, a full 1.25 stars. That's a first for you. But yeah, so the only people we have left to 5-star are this guy.
Something I thought you could use. Take it if you want.
Could possibly be... Oh, right, it's high-density special alloys. I will take those with me, actually. Those are fairly useful. Blue.
You know, Sam, you might be the closest thing to a friend I've got in this world.
Well, you live in a bunker at the top of a fucking mountain. I wonder why.
Good work.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things like this that suck. That are like, okay, I have to get to the other side of this pit. And I have not connected 2 particular dots that would have made my life easier. I don't think we can take this one because I think we're full up, but let's see. If we leave some stuff here. Carrier, no, we have exactly enough. We have exactly enough. We have too many containers of toxic gas on us, but we're delivering 3 different deliveries of fucking toxic gas. He has a lot of enemies. Who, the first prepper? Probably.
Order assigned.
Am I over? I'm not. I'm just very close to being over. Okay. So, I did, over by the weather station, we have a line that connects here to, yeah, from here to here. And there is a place over in this general vicinity that connects to, and I'm able to then come back over, or no, I think it's over here. I might need 1 or 2 more, well, 1. I would need 1 over here. The only thing stopping me from connecting this line of 3 would be to have one placed at the top, highest most point around the junk dealer here, and then something bridging the gap between these 2. So wherever the line of sight allows for it, I think that's the highest point. So we gotta just find the best spot for that. And then if I have room for it, I need to put one by the film director because he's in an annoyingly stupid spot to be in. And then if I have enough for 1 more, I'm just gonna put 1 here and then pray that I can get a line between those 3. The only problem I have is that there are none that lead to Lake Knot, and it would cost me... I would have to do this one to something like right here-ish, and then I would have to be right there, and I'd have to be fine with that. So I need like 6 more, and I have room for 4 at most. I might be at capacity, because Sam is like about to keel over.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
But yeah, I marked it so I can go from here to here now. But yeah, these containers, they either have fog, which is viral fog, or they have toxic material, which is also gaseous. It's really annoying because they have next to no case protection and they leak. Where? No, that is. I have to go there and then bounce down that way. Why is that thing so loud? Because we're being propelled through the air at top speeds. Oh, I need to actually go down. Also, it's rattling like a motherfucker because it is at weight capacity. Sam is legit about to fucking kill over, but I need to repair those. I need to repair these. Container ruined for toxic water, bud. Oh, I caught it literally as it was about to start leaking. I don't know, man. We're at like 30 on the master volume. There is a point where if it gets any quieter, it's gonna not work. This is just the loudest thing in the game. I don't know what to tell you. You know what? We should hit up Ludwig Forsell and ask him why this particular bit of Foley is the loudest thing in the game. He didn't do all the sound design, he mostly did song stuff, but he was also involved, so it'd be a good reason to bug him. And see, now I feel like it's quieter. I don't know, maybe cargo condition has a thing to do with it. It's really hard to tell. Maybe it heard me talking shit. This is also a possibility. And Sam is proper freezer burnt. I feel like that shit's gonna just fall on top of me at any given point.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Yeah, Sam is gonna fucking pass the fuck out.
Cargo verified. Thank you.
Just run down the hill, Sam.
All clear.
Run down the hill, and then I'll save, and then once I save, I'll let you do whatever it is you gotta do. Like sleep and whatnot. That is 3 different fucking toxic chemical fucking things taken care of at once.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
That's weird. Usually we have that guy answer the thing. I wonder why he's not... Huh. Strange.
Thank you for your continued support. Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
New delivery available once we gave them a whole bunch of toxic fog. Strange. Strange indeed. Time-sensitive radioactive geological samples. You don't say. Alrighty, y'all. I think that is probably a good place to call Stranding for today, just because we're about to head into what I would define as the Kojima endgame, which is the second we come here, we're going to go to a lot of point of no return cutscenes that may or may not last 5 hours. So I'd like to get as much of a head start on that as I can. Also, I would like to correct this break in the line and then maybe fix everything that's broken right before it becomes pointless to do so. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there for today.